In this video, I would like to share and read a little bit of this book that I love and enjoy so much, and I still read it to this very day. It's called Wuthering Heights: Secrets for Health, Joy, and Prosperity for You. And this book is for everybody. I want everybody to take a good look. You can go on Amazon.com and get his book. He passed on, but he is a very, very excellent teacher and motivational teacher. And this book have taught me so much about the power of your own tongue. It's like life and death. Your mind can either help you prosper, or it can keep you in a bad state of mind. So this book has many chapters of excellent chapters for people of all colors, all ages, adult ages on up. It's very good. I'm gonna show people the back of his book. But the Wuthering Heights, you can go on Amazon.com again. And I had to share to my viewers, to the people watching this book, I would highly recommend people getting this great, excellent motivational book. But I would like to read a little bit of his chapter called "You Are What You Feed Your Mind." So people listen up and process what I show, what I tell everybody in this little short video. But I'm about to read a little bit of his book. Chapter 1, You Are What You Feed Your Mind. Remember, he teaches that a lot in his motivational book. It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. A science of living principle. You will never get any further in life than the ideas in your mind. It is important to feed your mind only right ideas. Everything, people, has to go with the way you think about yourself. Everything is big on how you view yourself, not the world, but what you view yourself alone. Because at the end of the day, it's our job to get better and have self-improvement. But the way you feel about yourself is the number one reason. That's more important than how anybody else view you. How anybody else judgment, it don't matter. But you got to be honest with yourself, how you believe in yourself, how much faith you have in yourself. But I'm finna continue on reading parts of his book. There's a story I like to tell. A hot dog vendor who sold a very fine hot dogs by the sides of the road. His business was booming. People loved his hot dogs, and they bought more and more. The man believed in his business and the need for someone to do what he was doing. This man was so busy advertising and selling his hot dogs and making lots of money that he didn't even have time to read the newsletter or listen to the radio. He never heard a word about a predicted recession or the need to cut back to save to the economy. As long as he continued to offer his delicious hot dogs, his customers bought them. He kept selling them. They kept buying. Then one day, his well-educated son told him that an economy recession was coming. His son told him that people wouldn't have enough money to buy his hot dogs. And the hot dog vendor believed this, so he quit advertising. He quit trying to sell his tasty hot dogs. He started ordering less. He even went so far as to take down the sign at the roadside stand. And sure enough, people stopped coming to him. People stopped buying his hot dogs. And he went broke. Then he thought to himself, how smart my son is predicting this. Everything in life comes from the ideas in your mind. This story gives us an idea of how powerful your mind is. If you start believing something, it will happen, people. It doesn't make any difference whether you thought it's good or bad. It will come about if you think it will come about. Those who you follow, my teachers, have heard me say this many times, but it is such an important principle that it bears repeating. Everything in life comes from the ideas of your mind. Everything. This is what Jesus meant when he said, according to your faith, be it unto you. According to your ideas about yourself, according to the ideas in your mind, be it unto you. Everything, it goes back to the power of your mind. And he stresses this a lot in his book. Make right ideas your daily mental diet, people. You have to feed your mind only good ideas. You can pray for prosperity all you want. But if you have the ideal of poverty in your mind, you will never prosper, people. You can pray for the healing of your body all you want. But if you have the ideal of sickness in your mind, you will never be healthy. That's why I tell you not to listen when other people tell you bad things. Don't let bad thoughts in your mind happen in your life. That's why I advise people never to listen to the news at 11 o'clock before they sleep. All the bad news will just creep in your mind, and before you know it, it will be bad thoughts. Remember, thoughts are powerful. Thoughts are powerful food in your mind. And that's why you should only think good thoughts. Think only positive thoughts, people. So he stresses all throughout his books of having that powerful mindset. He talks about being he talks about doing well, succeeding in life, having your prosperity, having your heaven on earth even before you die. And he's saying people can have their heaven on earth. We have been taught for generations and centuries that if you good and you it's a good chance you go to heaven when you die. But the Reverend Ike is teaching us and teaching people still to this day, even with him being dead, that you can prosper if you believe in yourself, though. That is very key. You got to have the belief in yourself. Nothing happens without you, the person, believing in whatever you're doing in life, whether you talk about running a business, starting a business, doing music, whatever you're doing in your life, trying to get that promotion, you trying to travel the world, you trying to be a speaker. Nothing happens without having that faith in yourself, having the right mindset. So he constantly talks about this in his book. But I'm going to read a little more of his book, A Science of Living Principles. If you say, I am beholding God in me as my answer, that word goes forth to make the answer appear. So if you want that answer, you have to behold the answer. You have to be aware of the answer. You have to speak the answer. When you do this, the answer will unfold, people. So you got to constantly tell yourself, you got to speak this prosperity. You got to have that manifestation in your mind, in your spirit, in your soul. You responsible for bettering yourself as a person. You're responsible for growing yourself as a person. You're responsible for having that potential to get that prosperity and not just live a normal life. If you feel like you want more in life, everything is in the power of your belief. Everything is in the power of your tongue. Everything is a combination of the power of faith, growth, love, and most importantly, what you think about yourself. The elevator of life. A few times I have caught myself standing in the elevator with the door closed. Then all of a sudden, when it's about time for me to be at the floor that I wanted, I realized that I haven't gone anywhere. I discovered that I haven't gone anywhere because I had not pushed the button. I had not defined and declared where I want to go. What a great example I think that is. That's another example. Throughout his book, the Reverend Ike gives examples of different messages throughout his motivational book. And I'm going to read this part. You know, some people are the same way in the elevator of life. They are just standing there saying, now elevator of life, take me wherever you want to take me. If you just stand there and you're not specific, if you do not push that button, you won't. Then the other people's pushing it will take you to different places, people. Think about that. Just think about that. If you don't have a road to your own success, people is going to take control of your own personal life. People are going to are going to put you in limitations if you don't take control of your beliefs. If you don't take control of your life and your faith, other people is going to they're going to make your own paths. You never want that. You never want nobody to take control of your life. And the Reverend Ike is saying in this message, you got to take control of your own life if you want to grow and be successful and prosper. And many times you find yourself where you don't want to be. This is such an important principle that I want to affirm to yourself. I must be definity with the infinity. Some religious people pray this way. Now, Lord, just take me wherever you want to go. And then you have the nerve to wonder why they are not getting anywhere in life. If you pray like that, you are just like somebody standing in an elevator who doesn't push that button, and you wonder how you got down in the basement. You have to decide where you want to go and push the right button, people. If you don't push your own buttons of life, the world will push the buttons for you. You have to define in your own conscience, in your own mind, where you want to go in life. Don't let the world mind choose for you and push you around. Don't let other people choose for you. So I wanted to share and read some of his examples, but again, this is a very, very excellent book, and I recommend people buying his book. You can read this for years to come. You can share this, and it always has so many positive affirmations. And again, I went on Amazon.com and got his book, but I just wanted to share to the people that follow me how I love reading motivational books at times, and I have no problem with advertising and marketing books that I believe in, authors that I believe in. And just because I'm an author also, I'm still going to market people books that I love. But this is one of the best books that I have bought in recent years, and it just gives me a sense of peace. It gives me a sense of more motivation, and it re-energizes me when I need to be uplifted. So I would tell people, I would recommend again to get his book on Amazon.com or wherever they sell his books. I would recommend people to buy more and more motivational books for their own personal life, for their own personal growth. But I find different inspirations in different people, different books, different movies, different, just all kind of people. But I love it though. I want to share that quick motivational video, but I hope everybody enjoyed it. Leave me comments if you feel like leaving me a comment or just asking me questions about motivation. I have no problem with responding to people. But thank y'all for that. Thank y'all, everybody.